What's up, everyone? This is Maddie of Wake Me If We Land. I'm here to show anyone who didn't hear our unedited full band interview with CNEU Radio a few months back what they missed. So grab your little white headphones and a box of Franzia and sit back and enjoy a revealing, never-before-seen look into Wake Me If We Land.
CNEU Worldwide Rock Radio.
Hey, dude, you know what time it is?
Dude, no, man. What time is it?
It's that Wake Me If We Land band. They're on right now on CNEU Radio. Hold on, let me log into my computer and I'll turn it on right now. Here it is. This is one of their songs. Listen to this stuff. It's badass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your broadcast for a special address from the President of the United States of America. Oh, man! Now, back to Wake Me If We Land. Alright, what's up, CNEU Radio World? I would personally like you to meet one of my most favorite bands out there in the local scene. Here is Wake Me If We Land. Would you guys introduce yourselves?
Hey everybody, I'm Artie.
With an A.
What do you do?
I play the drums
Why?
because I'm an angry person. I don't know, it's the only instrument I'm pretty good at.
Artie for adorable.
My name's Justin. What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Same old.
What do you play?
I play guitar.
Why?
I don't know.
Good answer.
I don't know what's wrong. That's one that gets all the hot men.
Oh, dudes, left and right.
The nice bellies.
All right. Anyway,
Your friend.
I'm Maddie. I'm the singer. I like to sing
Why?
because I like the energy of singing. I like to hold a microphone and just talk way too long, and everybody gets mad at me later. But you know, it's cool.
I don't know. Every time I see you guys on stage, I'm half drunk, so I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
drunk. I think you're whole drunk.
The rest of us are whole drunk.
Like
So
1.5 drunk.
Whole drunk.
I think the only one that leaves at the end of the night of anything that you guys do at CNEU is you, and you're the one that leaves sober. It seems like.
no.
No, it depends on the show. It depends on who's driving me home. But yeah, it's usually the case, I guess.
And the new guy.
I'm Seamus. I tickle the fat strings.
You do what?
I tickle the fat strings.
The
I play the big guitar.
The big guitar?
The big guitar.
Really?
The one with the 5 strings. No, I'm not a bass player. You just seem upset right now, man. You guys are like, be funny, be creative, be yourself. I am. And now you guys are like,
Best
cut this shit
intro
out.
ever.
Never heard you say that before.
Intro ever. Thank God you went last.
I just didn't.
Thank God you went last.
I
No
just
one can
didn't know
top
what to
that.
think about what he said.
This
Oh,
is
it's like you guys
this
never
is
heard
what you need to expect when you talk to us.
All right. Since
And why?
and why? Yeah, why?
Because everybody knows that bass players are the members with the biggest genitalia.
That's
Besides
very true. It's very.
You know.
Is this?
All right, guys. So tell me about the band.
We're called Wake Me If You Land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been together just about a year now. It's a new project. We released our first EP beginning of the year, and we worked really hard on that. And it's pretty heavy, and kind of back to the roots
The roots of what?
of metal, but also keeping it fresh. I think.
Well, I've always enjoyed you guys' stage performance, both as the old band and the new band. I just think you guys got a lot of greatness with the new thing. I think there's a lot more energy in it, and it's 10 times better.
Thank you. It's all about the energy.
Are you going to talk?
Oh, no. Very little. Very little. Sorry.
Last time Artie was here, he wouldn't shut up.
I know.
I'm just waiting for the
The
appropriate time
three
to
of them
talk.
talk enough.
The thing is, like, Justin really he can talk when he wants.
It's not that he's a silent guy by no means.
It's just when he's told to talk, it's the end of the world.
Get him a six-pack and he won't shut up.
Oh yeah, no.
There's a liquor store up the street. It delivers too.
Do they
Box,
deliver?
we were
it delivers,
told on
yeah.
our
That's
rider
awesome.
that we were going to have
Let's
boxed
get
wine.
delivered.
Boxed wine for our radio interviews. Where's the
No.
boxed wine?
That's what the limo driver said.
Yes.
Look, Matt. We all know that it's not the box. It eventually becomes the bag.
That's,
No, that's a
true.
magic
So
trick.
it always
Slap the
becomes
bag.
That's a magic trick that involves some ice in a cooler and about 3 hours in the sun.
Yeah, and let's just say if we started playing slap the bag in this interview, the interview would never end.
Don't slap my bag, dude.
Oh,
I'm not
dude,
having that.
I had enough of that last night.
I know.
So,
I'm glad I wasn't with you guys.
what are you
Me
talking
too.
about? You were holding the camera
No, I was not.
and the microphone.
Have you guys ever been fed up with playing music or with band members?
Oh, Jesus.
You had to start with that question.
Yeah.
You should just.
Yeah.
It's like
no
negative
comments.
energy all around.
Yeah.
Bored.
All the questions bounce around there.
Let's put it this way. All right, we have a new bass player, Seamus. We love him, and
nice.
we've never been happier as a group with this lineup. And that's, I think, how everybody feels.
Absolutely.
I don't feel that way.
Oh, Artie.
I feel better than that.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm surprised by that.
we're all waiting for the right mix of people, but it really starts with getting rid of Artie.
yeah.
He's
Once
just-
we
he's just
lose
such a
Artie,
dick.
he's a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Artie.
This story, everyone in this band has tortured me at one point in time.
Yes.
And I haven't killed them yet. So I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
think we're
do.
even.
We all individually deserve
I
it.
still
Yeah.
owe you a couple of torturings. I gotta
Yeah, please don't.
Adorable.
My emotions.
Yeah, I kicked him right in the dignity.
This is the one thing about our band that I think you got to realize. If you can't handle us just saying whatever the fuck we want at all times and just saying whatever's on our mind, then you're probably not going to like us as a band because that's kind of just what we do on stage.
I just don't like you.
Or
Yeah,
people.
that's pretty much
Or
how it
people.
always
Just
is.
as people in general.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, some people either, like the stage show where we just have a good time and have fun and play some heavy music, and then some people don't like to laugh. They just like to, I don't know,
Yeah,
be
there's a lot of those
angry.
serious metal
Just
bands.
way
Those
too
bands,
serious all the time.
like, is this-
Way
is this
too many
gent? I only
sticks.
listen to gent.
And
Up
that was
way
that
too
was a
many
big
asses.
reason we wanted to change the band too. It was a time to start this new project because the last band the three of us were in we took ourselves a little too seriously, and I think now we're just having more fun.
It's good. It's always good to have fun. What was your first concert experience like playing on stage, and how did you felt when it was over?
With this band?
Any band. Your first one.
Ooh.
Wow. Well, none of our first one was in this band.
My first show was actually playing the same show as Strychnine, though.
So was mine, actually.
I did not know
Really?
either of those
No,
facts.
my third show.
Yeah.
That's
Third.
facts. Me and Justin
It
are both
was,
playing.
it was back in the day. It was the Edema show at Club De Niro in Taunton. It was.
Yeah.
I was in the band Nerve Damage at the time. We played I think it was 1:30 in the afternoon. Scarecrow Hill was on that show too.
Yeah.
And Skull Toboggan, Shorty and Edema. Yeah,
Yep. That was a fun day.
getting old.
Yeah. Well, my first show, I've only had two bands my whole life. This is Matt talking, by the way.
He's the vocalist.
I sing. And it was Strychnine. Me and Justin started Strychnine.
Yes, we
and
did.
is the only other band me and him have ever been in. And we started that in 2000. And our first show was in a backyard. A backyard at a party at this kid Greg Thomas's house in our hometown of Mansfield. And we played with a band called Neo Messiah, who was we looked.
It was their final show.
It was their final show, and we looked up to them so highly, and we played a cover of Paranoid by Black Sabbath
Classic.
and a cover of Brain Stew by Green Day.
Even better.
And that was our first show as Strychnine.
Now, I know that you
Nice.
do covers with some songs. Did you actually do a metal cover, or did you do the original cover?
Back then?
Yeah.
Back then, we just tried
We
to.
were like 13.
Yeah, we were like 13 years old.
We did
so
what-
we were
what they
trying
did.
to get through it with the least amount of laughter from the crowd as possible. so yeah.
They were just nervous, I'm sure.
But
Well,
you gotta
since I
admit-
already gave away the first show, why don't you just give away Why don't you just tell a story about when you remember an old one?
The first one I guess that was our first one, but the first one I remember is Make a Difference night in our like middle school lunch cafeteria.
Wow, yeah. Yep.
And I think you still have a VHS of it.
My VHS tape.
And we played
What's a
Paranoid
VHS?
Dad.
We played Paranoid.
We played in like
Is that in the Boston Museum of Science?
It should be.
AKA my living room.
What else did we play?
a Tool song.
Yes.
Part of Me.
Mm-hmm. Part of Me by Tool, Opiate. Yep.
And 2 originals?
I think we played 2
One or
originals.
two?
Our first 2 originals that
It was a
night.
glorious
as well.
night.
That was when we started going metal, and we did the
Probably.
the all black clothes.
We were probably 14 at this point.
14 at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys started wearing your Marilyn Manson
Yep.
T-shirts.
Painted my nails black. All that good
Oh,
stuff.
my long sleeve fishnet shirt under my fucking short sleeve.
Seamus.
Feathered boas. My first show was at a VFW, I want to say in Rentham or something. I forget. Walpole VFW. Oh, sorry, I'm not talking directly into the mic. Yeah, I was at a Walpole VFW, and we booked ourselves. This is with a band called Severance, then Seance at the time.
Yep.
We booked ourselves a couple bands that we knew, kids that we knew from high school. And there's this one band, they were like a thrash punk band called Horseplay. And so apparently they were like really popular at the time, so they brought like everybody from the high school there. So the first show was like, we packed this fucking VFW.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were on that too. The Strict
No,
Man was
you
on
guys
that, right?
played. We played the VFW like I think 2 months after that again.
Okay, that was a
Yeah,
that was a
that
good
was a
show
good show
too.
too,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember that.
Remember the keyboard intro we had?
Yep.
It was like hit it, doo doo doo.
Yep, I remember. That was actually a really fun show.
Justin, do you remember that show?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Me neither.
You were blackout drunk.
I'm sure I was.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Did you grow up wanting to? Wow, I screwed that up.
Remix.
Yep. Did you grow up wanting to play music?
Ooh. Yeah.
When I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a paleontologist.
Oh.
Like for the longest goddamn time.
It's the people that like, play with dinosaurs.
No, yeah.
Dinosaur
Remember
balls.
Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
And that was Alan Grant. I wanted to be
man.
Alan Grant.
Yep.
Dude, everybody wants to be on
You are
Grant.
adorable.
Yes.
Everything about you.
Adorable Artie.
Yeah,
Adorable,
and-
angry Artie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to do. The music really hit me when I was in 4th grade. I started playing violin,
Ooh,
which was
can you
pretty
still
fun.
play?
I could probably play Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah, you and I will have to meet up one
Yes,
day
I
and go
suck
through
now.
some violin tracks.
Then I played saxophone for a year. That
that's
sucks.
tough.
I
Yeah,
suck.
Saxophone.
wind instruments are hard.
I mean, if you're good at saxophone, more power to you. I suck, like horrible.
Mhm.
And after that, I got into high school and just wanted to play the drums.
I first decided I wanted to be a musician when I heard Green Day Dookie. Actually, I had a cassette tape, and I got the cassette tape for my birthday, and I saw the energy that because I looked them up after, however you look up people before the internet, because that was pretty much before the internet.
TRL. You just
MTV.
hope you catch
It was
before TRL.
I remember
Oh,
having
really?
an old Rolling Stone magazine that profiled
Yep.
Lollapalooza
Yep.
and the big Green Day like mud throwing
Oh
incident.
yeah, I remember seeing
Yeah.
that on MTV and just seeing that
It was
energy,
Primus, too.
and
Primus had them.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
so enthralled by that,
National
and I
Anthem
still to
too.
this day I hold that
Like,
Oh,
everybody
Billy
had
Joe
one fight
Armstrong
back.
frontman,
Don't say.
energy, just talking to the crowd and all that kind of stuff. And ever since I saw him, my dad got me my first guitar, which was same kind of guitar he used, Fender Strat, not as good as his, but a Fender Strat. And I still have it to this day, and that's when I first decided, and it was like first grade, I think, and that's when I wanted to be a musician.
Really? Wow. How about you, Jay Bird?
Yeah, I guess pretty much the same as Matt's. Like, we grew up together, and
Loving
as
Green
far
Day.
as I can remember, we have always loved Green Day.
It's just a great, good energy.
And yeah, we always, I guess, always pictured us being in a band together, and
Mhm.
even before we could play instruments, we in our minds had little bands going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess ever since we were kids, we were always striving to be musicians.
Yeah.
I get some medication for all that.
What?
The ADD,
Yeah.
the twitching,
Hey.
the shaking.
I have no idea what
He
you guys
just
are talking about.
self-medicates.
Yes, he does. Hardcore.
Got a whole prescription
Hashtag
of it.
Pleasant Street.
So yes, did I grow up wanting to be? Did I grow up wanting to play music? Not particularly. Actually, when I was a kid, I had huge ambitions to be a stand-up comedian. But that
Couldn't tell.
standing up.
yeah, from standing up, or as my dad used to tell me, how about being a sit down and shut the hell up comedian? You know,
I think you have the face for comedy.
I have a face for radio. I can tell you that much.
Yes,
Same here.
Definitely.
Yeah, the goatee, that really does that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, so when I got into it, probably 14, 15, something like that, some of you guys. I was a big fan of the band called Muse.
They were out when you were 14 and 15.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, he's the baby of the band, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me that the other day whenever you stopped by the house to pick up
Yeah.
boxes for you
He is.
That you never got.
that you never got.
I'm never gonna let
Yes,
this shit down.
that
am
is
I?
true.
This is
Never
just-
got him.
I'm gonna take these boxes and hold them hostage, so you'll
Yeah.
never have them.
I still have them in my car too. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like throw them on the side of the street or something.
It's like 30 of them.
Yeah, well, I appreciate
like
your
495 is
effort.
gonna be littered with boxes on the way home.
And I appreciate his efforts to come get them. It's just he never finished the job. But it's cool. It's
He,
cool.
he works up the street. There was no effort.
That's okay. Well, I guess I.
Make him look worse. That's fine.
Yeah, I guess
No, I mean fuck me. I know.
it's pretty much
Cool.
true. Pretty much true.
You're a lazy son of a bitch.
All right, next question.
What do you think qualifies you guys to be in a band?
Ooh,
Well,
energy.
shut up, Shane.
I knew that was gonna be your answer too.
No, it really wasn't.
Really?
It really wasn't because actually the first we were not qualified when I first started at all, and we kind of learned. But then again, half the bands that were getting signed back then, 98, 99,
Yeah,
weren't
come on.
qualified. I mean, if you look back,
Well, what qualifies you to do anything?
It's
Practice, drive, motivation, determination. I mean,
and that's I guess what I was getting to is just once we were determined to do it, that qualifies you.
yeah,
You know,
Determination.
the determination to make yourself better at what you do.
absolutely.
Sometimes if you get lazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
right now, I'm pretty lazy.
Yeah. If you care enough about what you do, I think that qualifies you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean complacency is a silent killer in anything that you do. You know what I mean, especially with
Absolutely.
music. Creativity is the other one that I think qualifies us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously originality goes with that as well.
Original, but honestly, musical talent is not necessarily in the forefront.
No.
It's important.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I mean, it's something you get as you go along. You can't
exactly.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to be a
Because there's a lot of bands that'll spend just all their time on that specifically,
On
and not on
musicianship.
originality or creativity. And that's
All right, we're going to step out in here to a break with a song from Wake Me If We Land off their new EP, The Life I Want. that was The Life I Want off of their self-titled EP. Now, do you have a favorite song you've ever wrote?
Yes.
Artie's like, I'm answering this one.
I enjoy Porcelain Eyes. The Life I Want was my favorite one, but Porcelain Eyes is my new favorite.
I think truly the best song, like full song we've ever written, is like my personal favorite is "The Life I Want."
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know if that's my favorite or?
No, I was going to say something, but I was going to tell you my favorite.
Ooh.
What's your favorite?
What's
Well,
your
what is
favorite?
your
Well, what's Justin's favorite?
Because we care more about your favorite than our
True,
favorite.
true. We all know what our favorites are.
Yeah.
We don't know what yours is.
House of Cards.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's a pretty heavy song. I think our heaviest.
I think it's probably our heaviest song too.
Definitely not a song I like to
Play.
start warming up to.
Because you're
Yeah.
a bitch.
Speaking of bitch, yeah, let's not warm up with Riding Bitch anymore. That's one of the new ones, by the way.
What songs do you want to write? Like
To warm up with? House is actually pretty easy.
The Landing.
Now we're going to warm-up music.
No, our warm up.
Just write a warm-up song.
Asleep, it should just
Never
be like-
actually play it live. It's just the warm-up song.
I usually just run back to a sleep for a warm-up song.
In my last band,
Yeah,
we
that's
did
a good
that.
one.
We had a song called "End It." It was like really, it's kind of like no, 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 no.
Okay, Justin, what's your favorite?
Why, you weren't enjoying the warm up? His old band talk?
yeah.
He just needs more time to warm up to me.
No, I think I'd agree with Artie. It's for me. It's probably Porcelain.
Justin and I are on the same page on this one.
Oh yeah.
It's like guitarist, drummer magic.
Yeah, I agree with Porcelain too. That's right.
Yeah.
What is your greatest weakness as a band?
Seamus.
Oh no!
And his ADD.
Wow, that shut him up.
Greatest
No,
weakness, I don't know.
That was a joke.
No, I'm about to hit you with some life. Our greatest weakness is life getting in the way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Procrastinating, laziness.
no,
That's
that's
mine.
not what I meant.
No, that's mine.
I just meant having to pay bills and work and all that stuff.
Mine is
That's-
mostly procrastinating and laziness.
Are you saying
Yes.
your musical
Money.
career doesn't pay all your bills and
No, because I
provide
play
you with a
metal.
luxurious
so,
life?
Yeah,
oh, that's crazy.
yeah. I play music I like, so no, I don't.
I had to settle for a silver-plated fountain this year instead of a gold-plated fountain.
Yeah.
You didn't get all the green M&Ms?
I didn't get all the green M&Ms. There were some brown ones in there.
We're lucky to get gas money.
Yeah, it's my one column in my front yard.
You're one what?
Column, like 3 columns.
Don't worry, over your head, okay?
Tangent, but, you know.
A little over my head. What quality should a successful label or manager have, you guys think?
Excitement.
Yeah, just total belief in the band, even more belief than maybe the band has in themselves.
Helps if they're related to your guitarist.
That's
I'm really bad at what's that word? I can't think
Speaking.
of that word. No, yeah, speaking too. The thing where you put yourself out there, advertising, not
Yes.
advertising, promoting,
promotion.
promoting. That's what I'm bad at,
Promoting
and
that.
speaking.
Are you answering the question that's already that was like the question before?
Yeah, your weakness?
No, because you were asking the qualities of a successful label and manager, and I said I'm bad at promoting, so I think that's something that they should be strong at.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and networking obviously goes
Yeah,
without saying.
networking.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're working full-time jobs and having to, spend a lot of time writing new songs and trying to make them better, it's kind of hard to go out and promote yourself. So,
Have you ever had an audience member give you the willies?
Is that sexual?
yes.
Thong girl?
Willies.
How about Seamus's girlfriend there?
What kind of willies,
Yeah, because bring that up. That's nice.
well, I was
it's
thinking-
documented
I
on
was
the
thinking
introducing "Wake Me If We Land"
if you go
video.
if you go to our YouTube page
This is awful.
on YouTube, look up "Wake Me If We Land." Look up the introducing
I like that.
"Wake Me If We Land" video, and you'll see Seamus getting it on with some
Getting it on, yeah.
some lady, and
Yeah,
Was
sometimes
Let's put it
was that
this
one of
way.
our shows?
it was
Yeah.
it was your gemstone.
Was it the birthday show?
It was
No,
your
I think
birthday
it was your
show.
birthday
It was
show.
2-year
Yeah.
anniversary show.
Yeah.
Oh, the anniversary
yeah,
show.
yeah,
And
yeah.
was that your birthday show too?
day it was.
Yeah, you want
actually.
to tell that story? Shane?
Yeah.
No,
You-
no, I don't.
It seems like you do.
No, I just want to.
Seems like you want to talk about that.
I just want to let that die.
We'll
It's never gonna.
die.
I guess
It's
so.
online.
It's on the YouTubes. It's
Yeah,
not
forever.
going away.
Why, is that your girlfriend now?
Yeah. I knocked her up. We have 2 kids together now. They've already been born.
Oh God.
No, I'm
Wasn't
kidding.
she a big chick?
She was rather large. Yeah.
Oh no.
Do you carry shake and bake around in your pocket?
Shake and bake?
Shake and bake.
No, I don't do that.
We
You
love
sure?
all women. This one was just really drunk and got really crazy, so we dared. We dared him to.
Was that the
kiss
one
her.
that took her shoes off?
No,
and was
Chris-
out on stage with you guys?
cry.
Yes. It was the one who was going around asking,
And then
just
she got
asking to blow people.
And
that
then she
one.
got in the cage.
I didn't get blown, by the way. None
No,
of
he
this,
did not get blown.
this or any sexual
no,
intercourse.
no, he just.
She wanted to make out, and I was
passionately made out
like,
with her.
okay.
Seamus later met her again at
It was
Pleasant
kind of-
Street, right?
It was kind of hashtag Pleasant Street. It was kind of an initiation for him.
Yeah, that's
It was
the other
his
part of
first.
this.
It was your first or second show with us.
I think it was the second show.
And
Well, the
we-
thing is, I was outside smoking a cigarette with Artie, and I was talking to Tony Tester, the Tiger dude or whatever. He was like hopping on his tail at me or whatever he usually does. And I was like, oh, sick, man, sick. Hey, just shooting the shit. And then Justin comes down like a fucking bat out of hell.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I need you upstairs right now. I'm like, okay. So I go upstairs. He's like, that chick, you gotta make out with her. Now he's loaded.
Oh yeah.
And I'm loaded.
We all
So
were.
I was like,
Okay.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah, we got.
So I run over there, and she's like, you want to make out? I'm like, yes, sister. And I just, in my head, because I do this every once in a while, like when I go to do something, I'll just picture what I am. And at that point, I was that Mexican mask from the movie The Mask when he dresses up as a mariachi dude. So all I saw was like, I'm going for this Spanish style.
I mean, you were.
Yeah, you went in.
in the zone.
Oh, I was just like,
You went in there, and there was no turning back.
And
Like, it was in
luckily-
your eyes.
oh, I was fully committed. at
And
that
luckily,
point.
our former manager had his phone out, ready for the capturing of
Yep.
it.
Thank God that
So-
happened.
So now it's there forever. And I'm so happy that happened. But it wasn't that made her weirdest. It was the fact that she kept continuing to ask all of us to blow us
She's
all
like,
night.
can I please? I mean, I've never
Like,
been
she
asked
was
that
begging.
question. I've never been asked, like, please let me blow you.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
rock star now.
I guess. You know, just, I'm not used to it.
And she was wearing like a muumuu.
I know, she was wearing like a full-on
Yeah,
sundress.
yeah,
It was
Yeah, it was-
hilarious.
the sundress sounds too like
Yeah, pretty.
pretty.
This
It was
is
more like a muumuu or like a poncho.
Oh, it's been etched in my memory like a fucking.
Well, I
Welding
hope
rod.
she's okay now.
I'm sure she's not.
It was just everyone has bad nights.
All right, we're going to get out here into a little break with The Landing, and I'm dedicating this song to you since you landed it right on that girl.
Nice.
Good segue.
If you're blinding me, I never want to see. You're just a dream. I die to stay asleep. You're blinding me. I never want to see. You're just a dream. I die to stay asleep.
sing off their self-titled EP. I'm going to start asking you guys some more questions.
Cool.
If he can control himself.
No
No
promises.
promises.
Twitchy
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
Twitcherson.
Have you ever cried while listening?
See, that's what happens, Larry. This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
I'm Larry.
Yeah, I've never seen Big Lebowski.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Rewatch.
don't
I
know
could go
where-
for a White Russian right
Just go.
now.
I could right.
I feel like a lawyer.
Have you ever cried while listening to music? And what were you listening to?
I guess I'm the first one to answer this.
Yup.
I guess when don't I cry when I listen to music? Actually, this is some heavy shit. I cannot listen to the song "You Are My Sunshine" anymore because my mom always used to play that when I was a kid, and literally every time I hear it, no matter what I'm doing, I'm crying.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so
That is deep.
yeah, it is.
Look, Kissed by a Rose, Seal,
Oh,
moves me
that's
to
for real.
tears.
Da, 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 da.
I guess the song "Snuff" by Slipknot. It's yeah, I know you wouldn't expect that song, but if you really listen to the lyrics, I think it. I don't know. I'm all about lyrics, and it really that chorus is intense to me.
Yeah, take that. Just take it away. Okay.
Are you amazed by a beverage holder being on a mic stand?
He just always needs to be touching shit.
Yeah,
He
I'm
needs
hungover
to
as hell, and
always
it's
be
just
moving
like-
at all times.
I wouldn't really say like cry, but like some songs that get my emotions moving. One of them is what is it? Combat Business Suits and Combat Boots by the Agonists. I just fucking love that song. And The Fallen Hero from God Forbid. Have you heard that one?
It's
To the Fallen Hero.
Yeah, just
But it's a
check out any
song
God
about
Forbid,
the
sick.
military, and it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Of course, you got the classics like Angel's Son by Seven Dust, always puts a tear in my eye. Simple Man.
What is the worst place you have ever played a show at, and why? Just don't tell the name of the venue.
There's so many.
The one that Justin Trask booked in New York. Remember that one?
oh the house.
I don't
Oh,
know.
it's kind of a venue, I guess.
I guess it was a
bar.
venue, but like everybody played outside, and they made us play in like the closet.
No, I think we
No.
wanted to play in the closet.
No, we played up in that little.
No, there were
like-
just two stages.
Yeah, there was just two stages. It was a stage. It was just the smallest stage ever.
Yeah, but there was like poles in front of us and the audience, which were those three people that stood there and watched our whole set.
And then Matt pooed his pants.
Yes, thank you for saying that. The worst one I can remember is playing in Jacksonville, Florida, and we showed up,
That was a great show.
and it was, and you know we got a great we were on tour and we had a great guarantee. They put us up in this nice hotel and we show up and the club owner shows us the club. We're so happy. We're ready for an awesome show. And then the actual general manager, not the owner, comes up. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you guys doing here?" We're like, "Your owner booked us for a show." He's like, "This is hip hop night." So a bunch of hip hop fans show up.
Mind
And
you, Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah. So so they make us play in this like back room, which was like the storage closet.
Hey, this is a club that we used to have that we haven't opened up in 10 years.
Yeah.
Have fun playing in here.
There was like 4 people who came back there, and it was a huge waste of time. It was bad.
It was
But we
a
got-
great night, though. It was Jim's birthday.
It
Our
was,
old
yeah.
keyboard player, Jim.
And we did
It's a
get the
great night.
hotel out of that one. That's why I don't think that one's the worst, because we got the hotel out of it.
And Jim got to dance.
And we
like that.
drank for free all night, didn't we?
Oh, did we? I think that was the night of the Tic Tac shots.
Yeah,
the orange
yeah.
Tic
It
Tac
was
shot.
great.
Oh my god.
I was just talking about show and drinking
Orange
actual
Tic Tac shots,
show.
dude. They taste just like orange Tic Tacs. And I don't know if you like orange Tic Tacs, but orange Tic Tacs are freaking delicious.
I've never had a Kit Kat.
Tic Tac.
Tic Tac.
Tic Tac.
Yeah, never had one.
Have you had a Kit Kat?
Ever.
You
What?
had a Kit
So
Kat
either-
or a Tic Tac?
Oh,
Either-
I had a Kit Kat.
Oh, okay.
I've never had a Tic Tac.
Tic Tacs are beautiful.
Yeah, they're great. Try them.
It reminds me too much. Anything to do with tick on it reminds me too much of my old high school nickname.
Which was Tick?
Turd.
Turd.
Turd?
Oh,
Tick turd.
Tic
Tick
Turd.
Turd.
wow.
Because you never had Tic Tacs? They were
Not-
like, this kid. What's wrong
No.
with him?
I see that goes deep in your eyes. So
Yeah,
not
like
gonna-
shit. I'm like,
I'm not even
back
going
in
to
the
ask
room.
you.
No, I didn't get made fun of about it. It was just it was the name that. You ever seen the movie Smokey and the Bandit?
yeah.
He calls his son TT, Tick Turd. So my father called me TT,
Yeah.
or Tick Turd,
Yep. It just stuck.
and it stuck with everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
See, when you said tick, I thought of the
Sorry,
tick.
my dad used to call me
the-
a piece
the-
of
the
shit.
blue
That
guy?
kinda stuck too.
I thought of the blue guy, the tick.
Oh, yeah,
and then
that
I
tick.
thought of his sidekick, Arthur, and that's my name, and that sucks because he's a moth, and he's the most useless sidekick in the world.
It's a great show, though.
The tick.
The Tick.
I love the tick.
In a perfect world, how many albums would you have to sell to be happy?
None.
One
Because
to the right
everything would
person.
be free. And we'd get money for just being us. And that would be a perfect world.
Do they still sell albums these days?
Oh, this, yeah. Nobody makes albums or sells them there.
I don't know. I would just want to sell enough to be able to just do this. That would make me happy.
Justin.
Yeah, just however many it takes to be able to live off of it would be nice.
Screw that. I want like boats and
Okay.
strippers and
A boat would be nice too.
yeah, boat would be great.
Now, I've been jumping around with some of the questions, and I'm sure some people already know what you are, but I want you guys to explain exactly what type of music are you? What type of music do you play?
Good. I really don't know how to answer that. Usually you just go back to the default fallback answer, which is metal.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll throw in metalcore in there because you got some breakdowns. But I don't know. We're either music you like or music you don't like.
Yeah, it's got more of that, I guess, core influence because it is more modern. Definitely American modern metal,
Yeah.
but it's I think it's pretty.
Yeah, there's definitely an American metal feel to
Yeah,
it.
it's definitely an American feel, and it's definitely got little things we throw in here and there. There's like electronics in it here and there, and electronic drums here and there, just to keep it fresh and interesting.
Yeah.
How about a brief history of the band?
It's not brief.
Well, Wake Me If We Land is only a year old.
Well, the history is not.
Oh,
but
yeah.
There's a lot of history, but this band, I guess it could be summed up.
Born
Yeah.
out of the ashes.
We worked on releasing this band for about, what did you say, 2 years?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about it for like 2 years.
Yeah,
we
we were
planned
talking-
it for like a year, probably.
Yeah, and we were just kind of gauging. We throw while the surviving members of Strychnine, we were talking about doing this project. We would throw in, we'd start writing a new song, and we're like, well, this doesn't sound like Strychnine at all, but let's just see how the audience replies when we play at a Strychnine show, and people really seem to like it a lot. And we're like, this isn't Strychnine, and that's when we started to really come to the conclusion we just have to start a new band because it's not fair to call this Strychnine to the Strychnine fans. And then we released the album, and it came out beautiful. I'm extremely happy with the way it was recorded. Jay DeLuca did an amazing job recording it, and Rob Gill as usual. And I think the artwork came out, everything came out perfectly. Chris Murphy did a great job getting it pressed up for us, super dupes. And it was mastered in North Dakota, and they did a great job. They turned it around in like 3 days, and it's really just pummeling. It sounds really, really good, and very, very happy with how it came out. And literally 2 days after we released it, our original bassist quit. And we were lucky enough to snag Seamus literally, a month later, 2 months later?
Yeah.
Was it that quick?
It was pretty quick, and
Sweet.
it couldn't have been better. So I'm definitely happy with where we are member-wise. It's just we got to get playing some more shows.
I forgot what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, big shout out to Chris and his lady cat.
Yeah.
Kitty.
Hashtag Pleasant Street.
Hashtag ladies.
What are your musical and non-musical influences?
Oh, this ought to be fun. This is 4 completely different answers, and I love it. Or do you start? Non-musical.
Do you want me to start? Non-musical? Video
Bananas?
games, obviously. I don't know if because I don't know, music and video games. Does that count as non-musical, or does that count as musical?
Yeah, video games.
I guess video
Whatever
games in
you
general.
feel that is your influence that makes you do what you do.
Video games, the music I listen to, like mostly metal.
But some non-metal influences there,
Some.
like Ninja Sex Party. Hashtag Ninja Sex
Oh
Party.
my god! I bet
Look them up
I
on YouTube
really like
or RedTube.
comedy, comedy music. Oh my god!
My number one influence is the Giraffes. They're a local band out of Attleboro with the big number one hit, "Ouch That Hurts, Get That Out of There." No, that's my buddy's band, actually, good friend of mine. No, musical influences. Jesus, where to start? I think we're all big Nine Inch Nails fans, so I think we can all agree on that. Lamb of God and stuff like that. A lot of the metal bands, I think so. As far as the non-musical influences, comedy is a big one for all of us.
I think that's for all of us.
Yeah.
Another reason we started this band.
I mean, I just like to laugh, really. Don't you?
No.
Yeah, we can
Well,
tell. Anytime I make you laugh, man, you're just like, I hate this. I'm laughing now. I don't want to be laughing.
I don't know. I don't really think of myself as inspired by like certain bands or anything. I love certain groups. Like I love Pantera, Strapping Young Lad. The Jim Morrell Experience is great.
Yes.
I love Black Sabbath. Just Pink Floyd. Anything. But non-musical, I don't really know. Artie's a big inspiration to me. The way he's always angry at the world, but he's so innocent and cute and warm inside. He really drives me to
Remember how
be a more
innocent
complete person.
Remember how innocent and naive I was when I first joined the band?
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
yeah.
some balls on your neck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Don't fall
weird.
asleep on the tour bus with your shoes on, man. That's all I gotta say.
Don't
What
fall
happened?
asleep. Anyway, so I first joined the band Strychnine, and we go on our first tour to New York. And at that time, we had the black tour bus, Percy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. We always used to say we hated her. I always used to say I hated her. But truth is, I kind of miss her a little bit. But anyway, I introduced the universal potty rule. I thought it was the universal potty rule. Apparently, you guys never heard of it. If you fall asleep with your shoes on,
Yeah, I mean, everybody.
anybody
knows that.
can fuck with you. Like, you're down for anything. It doesn't matter. So I introduced this rule to them. They don't know about it. We have, when we had the bus, we did this thing where somebody would drive and another person would sit next to them and be the, what did we call them?
The
Fuck.
what
What do we call him? The
Navigator.
Navigator. All right.
Navigator.
He was
Wait,
the
what?
navigator.
the person that sat next to the driver
Yeah, the
to keep
navigator.
Yeah, the navigator.
specifically to keep the driver awake.
Yeah, specifically to keep the driver
For that
awake and
sole
tell him
reason.
where to go.
Yeah.
I was the navigator. I fell asleep with my shoes on.
Big no-no.
What happened? Justin presented his testicles
And they're
to the
nice
back of my neck.
testicles. They're nice.
Let me tell you, the first thing I said was, "What is that? That's warm. That feels kind of nice." And he said, "My balls." And I proceeded to
motherfucker.
say, "That's disgusting. Please remove your testicles from the back of my neck."
And I said, "Don't you dare! Don't you dare remove those balls."
You leave him there. Or did
So
you
my
leave him?
inspiration.
Seamus, you shouldn't feel too bad about that big girl.
Yeah, it could have been
You
worse.
could have had balls on your neck.
Oh,
All right. So what about your influences? And
Well, how can I top that? I mean, come on. At this point,
well, if balls want to be his influence,
Yeah, well,
that's fine.
They are. He's just not going to say
Well,
it.
balls are all of
That's
our
part of the
influences,
reason why I'm
actually.
angry at the world.
So angry.
I honestly, musically, I like to. My favorite thing is to like listen to something that's not metal, and then see how it would sound if it was metal. And like to me, I think that sounds so cool, and it's why I like to, why we sometimes pull in covers that aren't even close to metal songs, and we make them metal. And I think that's just such a cool thing to do. And when I write my choruses, which are usually singing choruses, I like to think of it as how, maybe a a classic rock song or a pop song, how they would sing it and how it would sound if you put it in a metal song. Just really melodic and sound really good. So that's like a challenge I put on myself when I write, and I really like to do that. But as far as bands, stage performance wise, I'll even go back again. I'll go back to Green Day. Like he puts and Corey from Slipknot. I think he puts on a great show.
Yeah, come on, Korn. Now they
yeah,
used to get the crowd moving like it was a giant wave of water.
I like how they interact. Even all those '90s bands, how they reacted with the crowds, I thought was great. Now it's just
Limp
like
Bizkit.
I'm gonna scream for a half hour, then walk off the stage. It's just I'm not about that. I'm about interacting. So non-musical, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'll have to come back.
Fruit.
To that.
Fruit's good.
I do like fruit.
I think we all get kind of bored with just like straight up metal acts, especially live, and
Especially nowadays.
it's all just like presented exactly the same, and there's nothing with a lot of bands. There's nothing to like set them apart. So we kind of try to not take ourselves too seriously and try and have fun, because a lot of people don't seem to be having fun.
Right, and to not take anything away from those bands, they're all, not all, but most of the bands we play with or see, they're all very talented. And there's
They're very
a reason
talented.
they're on stage, and it's just not how we choose. And we used to do it like that, but what we wanted to do to set ourselves apart was to not be like that, and we wanted to.
And if none of the other bands out there took themselves seriously and they were all laughing and joking around on stage, we'd probably be like, oh, let's be serious.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
be serious, because that's just how we are.
Just we
Let's go
don't
against
want to
the
be the
grain.
same as everyone else.
Yeah.
Let's look at the facts. We're getting old,
We're so old.
except Seamus.
No, he's a little
We're getting old. We're getting to that point where it's like, you know what? If you don't like us, fuck you.
No,
Just like we're just going to
we don't wanna please you.
We want to be having fun at this point. We want to go play a show and be like, wow, that was just so much fun. And not be like, well, what did we make tonight? How many CDs did we sell tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, how many people were in the crowd tonight? We want to be like, holy crap, that was a time we're going to remember forever. That's I
That's the
think-
best part of it, man.
Yeah. I think that's what we're thinking about more now.
especially in a live setting, because the recording's kind of what lives on. But live, it's just like what happens that night. Just enjoy it and
Yep.
move
Well, apparently
on.
what happens that night gets on Facebook.
Well, that's true.
And on
Sometimes it
YouTube.
lasts forever.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna cut out into another break. Another break.
We're going to cut.
We're going to cut. Stop. Fucking with
I
me.
got a fart.
I'm so glad you let that out.
Jesus. You've been here? Oh. Oh, that was awesome. He's just like, poot.
Artie's farts are like his life. Adorable.
Brief break.
We're going to go take another peck at this beak, and we'll be right back.
We're 2 beats till sunrise.
Forward
All right, that was 2 Beats Till Sunrise, and we were just pecking that tune out. Thanks for the intro, the interlude.
You're welcome.
What are your dreams and goals?
Why are you looking at me like that? Dreams and goals. Well, I have a really nice jellyfish dream every once in a while when I get really trashed. No, dreams and goals. Obviously, I think our goals are to have as much fun as the last question stated with our answer. Dreams and goals. I mean, I don't know that we necessarily have like, we got to be this or we got to be that. You know, if we're not here in 2 years, we're screwed or something like that. You know, I think we're all just kind of going with the flow and have as much fun on the way there.
Saltwater fish tank.
Yeah.
That would be the goal mainly.
Yeah, to be able to afford a saltwater fish tank.
Yeah, I think to kind of echo what he said, I think at this point in our careers, we're not looking for, the big record deal, because it's very rare that big record deal's out there for, the metal band genre anymore. But we just want to make the best music we can and have as much fun as possible making it, and hoping that our fans like it as much as we do. And hopefully, maybe one day it can lead to something.
Now, how do you guys do the process of writing your music?
It's a good question.
Usually I show up first, and I take his guitar and retune it and start playing.
He loves when you do that.
I know. So then I'll just, come up with some stuff, and then Artie will come in and we'll jam on some of it.
And then I'll tell him that I don't like half of the riffs that he has.
Yep. Anything without the distortion, Artie usually hates. So,
Yeah.
I tend to write a lot of that. And then Matt comes in and says, "All right, sweet, let's put some vocals on that." And so he puts some vocals on it, and then Justin comes for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And Justin and I really never see each other.
Yeah, this is the longest. I think you guys have been in the same room
I know.
for a while.
Yeah.
I forgot what he looked like. I'm like, man, he really does look like a genie. Oh, by the way, my number one influence is that goatee that he has, that soul patch thing. Oh, Jesus.
Essentially, it can be in any way. Like, whether he comes up with a riff, or Justin comes up with a riff, or even Artie comes up with a drum beat. Usually the vocals are done last, because it's kind of futile to write the vocals when we don't even have the backbone of the song yet.
Yeah.
And even when I do write the vocals, just to kind of see if they'll work with what they're writing, there aren't any actual lyrics until the end. We just use great working titles like "I'm Riding Bitch, Let's Go," Islamabad,
Which we're
Lord
all
Zed.
keeping, by the way.
What was the other one?
Lord Zed.
Lord Zed. What was yours, Justin?
There's something about a pubic hair.
Oh yeah, high school, generic high school pube. Yeah, generic high school.
And
pube.
the new one, hashtag Pleasant Street.
Yes, that'll be the next 4 songs actually. Hashtag Pleasant Street.
And Wrestle with My Stepdad. That's another song that we have.
How do you promote your band, and in what ways?
Online, I'd say the most.
Yeah,
Yes.
online. We try to social network as much as we can. But what I would like to really do is when we have some good video footage, to make YouTube videos. It's a long process, but it goes a long way.
But it can be a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We can, I edit most of the videos, and I like to we just kind of share them everywhere, and they usually do pretty well. And people come up to me and be like, "Oh my God, that video's hilarious, and your songs are really good," and blah blah blah. And that's I love hearing that. So.
We also go to the local mall and pass out flyers to our shows.
Yeah, we did that in 19.
Yeah, we did that a few times.
Yeah.
That's the day I bought "Conducting from the Grave" and Kesha CD.
Yep.
By the
I
way,
was in Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
And that's when we saw the girl boy that we couldn't decide whether she was a girl or a boy, and we decided that we're too old, that if we have to ask that question, then we shouldn't know.
Yes.
Just in case you were wondering.
Good story.
It's like pouty. I love it at the end. It's like, well,
ever.
yeah.
Hashtag best video interview ever.
Yeah. How do we promote? We hashtag everything.
Yes. Just hashtag everything. One will catch on eventually.
Hashtag Charizard.
What do you guys think about downloading music online?
I personally hate it. I don't know. Well, that's just because I'm, Mr. 1998, according to Artie.
Well, when you were born?
Yeah, pretty much. For me, I love full-length albums. I love CDs. Obviously I don't really like, well, I shouldn't say opposite. I don't particularly like vinyl because it's a pain in the ass, but CDs, I still love the format. I still love the experience of listening to an album front to back.
I just like having a physical copy of something.
Exactly.
Not just a physical copy, but like the booklet, because some bands, especially
Yeah.
back in the day, especially back in the day, like some bands put so much effort into the booklet. Like I mean,
We do.
Yeah, we
always
did
had,
with
yeah.
the obstacle booklet. Like you know, some bands 12 pages, 14 pages, 16 pages, all their lyrics, all their heart and soul written on a booklet, and you know, you just download it. I personally like downloading to look at it, and if I like it, I'll buy the CD. But I mean,
The premium.
growing up,
Yeah.
I bought a lot of shitty CDs I wish I didn't buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I completely agree with Seamus. I hate everything about the whole downloading process. I think it really dumbs down the music industry. I think it makes it, I think it makes it weaker and weaker because, you know, people, it's so much thrown at you at once. It's so easy to get that when you do get it, you don't really care about it, and you don't like cherish it like you would a CD that's really good. You know, and
That you'd have to save up $14, $15 for and go to Strawberries.
and you
back in
actually
the day.
appreciate it. You know, and you actually.
hell's a
God,
strawberries?
we sound like old fucking
We
men.
we do sound old.
Yeah, dropping
But you know what? We've
FYE
accept-
is Strawberry, you know.
but we've actually we have accepted. Well, I've accepted. You know, the future and what it is.
It's just the
and
way
it's-
things are. And
It's
not
just the
gonna
way
change.
things are. It's
How old are you guys? You're talking about being so old.
19.
Liar.
Just turned 17 myself.
Yeah, I'm
Seamus
27.
is 21.
I'm 22.
Oh, you're 22 now.
Last year I was 21.
Oh, okay.
Didn't have a lot of fun.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
We're all, yeah, we're all 27 except for Seamus.
You guys are bitching about being
hey,
old.
shut your mouth.
Yeah,
We're old.
in the music industry, that's old.
Hey, we're getting there.
Oh, yeah. I'm in my early 30s.
Talk to us in like 4
The
years.
dirty 30s, man.
We'll be in our early
Yeah, there you go, the
30s.
dirty 30s.
The dirty 30s.
My wife's 35. She's older than me.
Yeah, but
But
you
some
guys
guys are
aren't
not
up on
old.
stage screaming and whipping a guitar around and playing drums and playing the
And making out with
big
fat
string,
chicks.
make it out with fat chicks. Yeah.
Already
It's a
got
full-time
the
job doing that,
osteoarthritis.
I don't know. We're waiting for the drum set to get in.
Oh, there you go.
It's coming for Christmas. It's being ordered.
Have
Already
fun
ordered.
never getting sleep.
Yeah, I know. It's for the 6-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun with your migraines.
You want to hit up? The
That's
next
what
song?
electric drums are for.
All right, we're going to cut out here into a break with Sleep for the Crowd.
So should I swing from this path of morning?
All right, that was Asleep for the Crash.
Bang.
Are you sleeping or hawking a loogie over there?
He's waiting for the crash.
Yeah. What's your outlook on the record industry?
What's the record industry?
They still have that? That's still a thing?
I don't believe it works anymore. I believe it's all about the live industry with music. I think the reason metal still survives, period, is the live industry. Because they're certainly not making money off CD sales or the record industry. They're recording their own albums independently. Even the big ones, even the big bands, Nine Inch Nails, they record all their own stuff. Tool has its own record label. You know, I mean, most of these bands, because they realize, why should a recording industry make half our money, you know, when they can just do it themselves? Because it doesn't really do much anymore. If you have a good booking agent, if you have a good album, if you have a good product, you're going to be fine. You don't need a recording industry as your middleman.
Yeah. Plus, there's other stories of people getting screwed over. You know?
Oh yeah,
I just don't
Springsteen back in the
understand it.
70s and stuff like that.
It's ridiculous. It's a shell of what it was.
What inspires you to do what you do?
I love the fans. I love how the fans react to our music when they like it, obviously. I love touring. When we tour, it's just the best experience ever. You get camaraderie with your best friends, and you get to play shows together, and you get memories, and that's something you can't buy.
Fans. Just the fans. When somebody comes up to you and is like, you know, I remember you. Your song helped me through this time, or... I remember this one story I like telling is when we were in Pennsylvania, and this was years ago, and one of the little girls asked me if I could sign her drumsticks for her, and I did, and I gave it to her, and you know, I think we went back there 2 or 3 years later, and this girl comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, do you remember me?" I'm like, "No, I'm sorry, I have no idea who the hell you are." And she's like, "Oh, you signed drumsticks for me, and I still have them. They're in my room." And I was like, "Oh, well, that's sweet, because you know, when I was your age, I got Avenged Sevenfold drumstick signed, and that's still in my room, actually, to this very day. God rest his soul."
Yeah.
The fans, just their love, their devotion keeps us doing what we do.
Well, speaking of fans, and then you guys can answer this question before I lose the question in my head. What's the craziest thing a fan's ever done?
For us?
Yeah. Besides make out with your bases.
For us as a whole, or for me
Yeah,
specifically?
because they did that for us.
Yeah.
Or she did that for us.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Well, why don't these two answer the question you asked before, and we'll think about...
Okay, so what inspires us to do what we do?
Mm-hmm.
I guess for me, it's just playing live. I love to play. I enjoy it. It's just to be up on stage, actually having fun for once, because regular life is just not fun, you know. But yeah, playing, writing music, just having that, like, the CD in our hands or a song finished to play. It's just rewarding. It's not about what it gets from we get from the fans or anything like that. It's really just makes, I guess, for myself, makes me feel rewarded inside.
For me, yeah, I agree with him. It's the thrill and the high of the creative process. You know what I mean? You work hard to get something, and you create it just from nothing, and then when you have it, you just feel a great sense of pride. You know, you can look at it and say, okay, that was me. I made that.
That was deep, guys. I just learned something about all you guys. To answer your question, the last question you had, I mean, I don't know if there was one singular thing that a fan...
What about the people from Florida that drove like 2.5
exactly
hours?
what I was
Is
gonna
that what you're
say.
thinking about?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably the craziest thing I could think about
We
that
had-
somebody's done for us as a whole.
We were on tour in Florida, and there was 3 shows, and they were all hours and hours apart from each other. And this group of kids came to see us the first night. They didn't even know who we were, and we were the opening band the first night, and they just loved us and connected with us. And then they drove the next 3, because all the shows were in a row. They drove like 2 hours here, 3 hours here to the next 3 shows, cleared their schedules just to come see us, you know, so far away. They bought everything we had, you know, they continued to follow us, you know, throughout, even with when Wake Me If We Land came out, they ordered our CD, and they told us that they absolutely loved the new Wake Me If We Land stuff, and they're going to keep following it. And it was really cool. I thought that was, I mean, crazy wouldn't be the word. I think that's like an amazing thing. I'm sure there are plenty of crazy things, but
Personally, yes.
yeah, but that was more Strychnine. This is still such a new band. We haven't really had any of the crazies, I guess.
The ladies really haven't warmed up to us yet.
Yeah, don't worry, they will.
But we're hoping that they do warm up with this little cover that we've been working on.
Yes.
We've played it once. You could probably find it on YouTube if you search around for it.
Yeah, because we didn't really officially release it because it wasn't a great recording.
No.
No, it was an iPhone recording.
But it gives you an idea of...
how we feel about our ladies.
Yes. We do it for you.
Yeah,
Ladies.
we
Ladies, we do it for you.
We did a Rihanna cover. A metal cover of a Rihanna
Diamonds.
song. Pretty fun.
All right, we're going to cut out into another break here with Porcelain Eyes.
Our favorite.
All right, that's Porcelain Eyes. Now, what advice would you guys give to new bands coming into the music scene?
I would tell them they don't have to sell tickets to play a show.
Yeah. The best advice ever.
I honestly think that unless you're getting something out of this, definitely, whether it be money or like per ticket you sell or anything along that line. As a matter of fact, there's no there's no excuse. Like, you're getting paid to sell those tickets, or you don't sell them. Like, I think it's obnoxious. Any show I've ever put on, I've always given a money incentive plus a slot incentive.
Whoever sells the most tickets.
To the more you sell. But the fact that some promoters put on shows and tell them they have to sell 20 tickets just to open at 1 o'clock is just outrageous. And have only the 20 people that they brought there for them. So you don't have to do that to play a show. There are people who will book you.
Yeah. And just be aware. I mean, if it sounds like bullshit, it's probably bullshit.
Yes, promoters they can be very skeevy.
That's why I hate that word, promoter.
Because they don't promote.
It has a bad rep now.
Yeah, because they did it to themselves. That's why I got out of it.
Your old manager he told me before in the past, because you're the most pleasant promoter I've ever worked with. I'm like, I'm not a promoter. I just book the shows, find the bands that want to play them. If they bring people with them, they bring people with them.
Yeah.
If they don't,
the bands promote.
they don't. Or their managers or booking agents, or if they hired someone to promote them, that's who does it. I put on the shows so that the bands can play, help get themselves out there more, and do whatever they do. I don't even do the shows to make money. There is no money.
We need
there's not.
We need more people like you.
Please bring money.
If I could give any advice, it would be the advice that I was given from a band that I don't know if they ever made it anywhere big, but
Strychnine.
I remember seeing them open up for Papa Roach, like back when Lupo's Heartbreak Hotel was around.
Ooh.
And one of the guys came up to me and he said, no matter how good you are and how bad you want something, there's always someone out there that's better than you and wants it more than you. So the only thing you can do is just try your best and have fun doing it.
Yeah.
And that's
have
pretty
fun
much
doing it. And don't expect every show to be great, because they're not.
Yeah.
They're
If
a lot.
you're
You're playing for 10 people, a lot more than you're going to be playing for 100 or 1,000
sometimes
people.
those 10 people are better than the fucking 150 people that came to your show.
Oh, absolutely.
The show is what you make it, If those 10 people all buy a CD from you and absolutely love you and are lifelong fans, then that show is damn well worth it.
Make those 10 people feel like the world is revolving around them.
And even if those 10 people don't like it, then enjoy it yourself. Enjoy yourselves on stage.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What are some of your guys' pet peeves?
Justin has a lot.
None that I can think of.
Oh,
No.
everything annoys you.
Well, everything annoys me, but individually, I don't know.
People's knees.
People's knees. Cover up your knees, bro.
I feel like that's a really good question, but I'm blanking too.
Yeah.
You have tons of pet peeves.
Yeah, you have just as many as I
would
do.
say you have more than Chris does.
What?
You're up there, man.
Like what?
Like, what's a food you don't like?
Oh, we're talking about band stuff.
Oh, band stuff?
I
Like
thought
pet
you-
peeves? Okay.
No, band stuff.
I thought it was a little more vague.
This is
than
a band interview.
Oh, band
They don't
interview.
care about what shows I don't
Well,
like.
get to know us,
Yeah,
So now everybody knows I don't like people's knees.
yeah, it's true.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I guess back to the ticket thing. A huge pet peeve is when you're asked to sell tickets to a show and get nothing in return for them. That we almost refuse on principle
Yeah.
to do that, especially with this new band. That's a huge pet peeve of mine.
There's slimy producers or promoters. in general.
Yeah, just I don't know if they don't care or if they don't realize they're hurting the local band industry way more than they're helping it. And some are great, Some are great. I think Lisa from Rock Karma Promotions does an awesome job. But then there are just some that and I won't name them, but they're just scumbags, and it's a huge pet peeve of mine. And I guess that for me is my main pet peeve.
I honestly can't think of.
I'm gonna
me
go with
retuning your
tickets.
guitar?
No, your annoyance with me
I don't
redoing
have-
it.
It wasn't an annoyance.
Seamus and Justin have a little
Feud.
feud going on that they need to settle sometime in the near future.
Oh yeah. You tell them about that pet peeve.
It's
With the practice.
It's one string is a half step up, and I wanted to be a half step down.
I like it right
That's all
where
it
it
is.
is.
You know, you play an E major chord. Doesn't sound like an E major chord. But that's a different tale for a different time. Artie, what's your pet peeves?
My biggest pet peeve, besides tickets, writer's block. Don't like that.
What's writer's block?
When you can't think of anything to write.
You were
Too-
creative, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually comes when you're overtired, I've noticed.
Yeah, I mean, I do my best writing
Yeah.
at home, you know.
Yeah, and when you're comfortable and stuff like that.
I mean, and I feel bad because, you know, we put Artie on the spot, Justin on the spot a lot, you know, but, you know, that's why you work on things when you're not there and then you bring them to practice.
How does music affect the world around you?
The world is filled with music.
It can save it if it wanted to. I think music is very important.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful form of art.
In the famous words of Madonna, music makes the people come together. Isn't it something like that?
Something along that.
You
Yeah.
need to know the quote.
Yeah, you can't
before
just
you start quoting it.
That's
I'm
it.
not a Madonna fan.
That's it, I think. Give or take.
I'm a huge Madonna fan.
Yeah,
Or,
music makes the people come together, and something about the bourgeoisie, which doesn't exist anymore.
I love you, Artie.
What's new in your recording now than what it used to be before you guys changed your name and brought on this new project?
I think it's much more aggressive. I think it's very I guess it's just more aggressive. It's less the songs are shorter, more to the point, you know. Less interludes, all that kind of stuff. It's more straight, meat and potatoes, kind of, what most people want to hear.
Yeah, less keyboards and samples.
Yeah, a lot less of that.
Am I allowed to say click tracks?
Oh yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, that. Oh my God, 6 months of my life wanted to tear out what little hair I have on my head,
It's all on your beard.
and
Well, some people might not understand
Yeah.
what a click track is. Why don't
click
you
track.
explain?
Well, when we play live, we have a lot of backing tracks like keyboards because we don't have a keyboard player. Or Matt sometimes will do like layering vocals, which obviously it's humanly impossible to perform live. And we play live to a click track. I listen to the metronome 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and if I come off time, then our whole set comes off time. And that was one of the biggest struggles
To learn how to play it.
of my life, really.
I was so proud of him, because honestly, I couldn't do it.
It was right on the top 5, like right on the potty train and walking.
He really turned the band around with that. That was for sure. Like when we realized, we weren't gonna find a new keyboard player, we weren't gonna do any of that. We get a backup vocalist or anything like that. It was better to just do the 4-piece. Once he started playing into a click track, not only could we do those things without those members, because it wasn't that. It was the fact that he was so much tighter. We became more of a machine when we played. It was just very like the record.
What are your guys' biggest obstacles?
Ooh, I can say this. Scheduling. As Matt was saying, all of us have full-time jobs and are working all the time. Myself, I work nights. Artie does as well. These guys work during the day, so it's tough to kind of find a time period where I'm going into work, they're coming out, stuff like that.
It's very tough.
And that
That's
writer's
very-
block that Artie was talking about, where 3 of us will be on fire and like, oh yeah, we have this in our heads and we got this down pat, and then one person is just like, oh, I can't really think of anything.
play.
Yeah. And then, obviously we play our own instruments because we can't play the other ones, so, like if Artie's having, struggling with the drum part, I'd be like, well, do the da 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 da, and he's like, that doesn't help me.
See, that was one of the biggest downfalls about losing Chris, is because Chris was also a drummer, and if I was stuck on anything, I could always, look to him
Yeah.
for help.
I did notice that when I was at you guys' practice.
And for those of you who don't know, Chris was our former manager.
And former brother of Justin.
Yeah,
former brother. He's a great friend of ours still.
He's dead now.
He's dead.
Yeah.
No, he's
He became very
dead.
very busy with his own personal work. His pool company is really taken off, and
MCM Pool Company.
MCM Pool Company
Out of
represent-
Norton.
Hashtag.
Hashtag MCM Pool Company.
Pleasant Street.
But he's doing really well with that, and we couldn't. It wasn't fair for us to take take him away from that, even though we know he wants to be with us and help us out. But he didn't have the time. So, but it was a huge loss for us.
I know. He's a great guy. I've had a chance to work with him many times. What do you guys think the worst thing about playing at nightclubs are? What don't you like about playing at some nightclubs?
Depends on the club. Clubs in general.
Parking?
Like, just the general opposite.
Being
of
that
any
close to a
club.
bar is very tempting.
Tempting.
That's a good thing.
Well, no, I'm saying before the show. If before we play, I'm like, man, I could go for a margarita right now, or an Irish car bomb, or 8 Jaeger bombs and a White Russian. You know what I mean?
It's hard to pace yourself before you play.
Yeah.
Once we're done playing,
And it
Car Bomb
sucks
City.
because, these two, Seamus and Justin,
I don't know what you're talking
they
about.
can drink before they play. Me and Artie cannot drink before we play.
Especially with the click track. I have like 2 beers and forget it.
And if I put any alcohol, I can't sing at all before we, So if we're headlining, it's not one of the more fun shows for me and Artie.
Just because you got to wait so long.
Yeah.
And
But
when you're done with the set list,
also sound. If the sound system's terrible, my night is just awful. I can't even handle it.
One of the best things about listening to the click track is I don't hear anything else but click, 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 and I don't know.
chicka.
Yeah, well,
That's the zone
the
I'm in.
sound system's bad. All I hear is all night long.
Nice.
sure he loves
Yeah, way to
that.
clip that. Oh, Jesus.
I know it sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just giving me crap about it.
All
You.
night long.
All night long.
I just thought.
Tell us about your next show coming up and why everybody should be there.
Because we'll be in costume.
Yep.
Yes, and that's true. The next
Pumpkin
two shows-
patch.
Next 2 shows.
Next 2 shows, we will be in costume.
We have 2 Halloween shows.
Matt's going as Beetlejuice.
Maybe I'll change it up. We'll see.
We'll see.
I spent a lot of money on that last year, so
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
true.
and it came out pretty good. I just feel like I should at least do 1 show as Beetlejuice.
What are you going to be, Artie?
No, I never really dress up. I always say
See,
I'm gonna
I
do
can
something,
tell. I can tell you're
and then never really do it. I've always wanted to be a Jawa, though.
Dude, be a goat.
I'm not going to be a goat.
Dude,
It's going to be kind of hard to play drums as a Jawa.
Yeah,
you-
but they're the most adorable,
No, like-
besides the Ewoks out of the Star Wars characters.
But also
Yeah.
we have new songs we're going to be playing too.
Yep.
Even you haven't heard them,
Yeah,
Brad.
that's true.
We haven't really heard them.
Yeah,
actually.
we haven't really heard them either.
We're working on them.
We haven't heard them entirely.
They're not done yet.
Yes.
But they will be by then. The
Yeah,
25th and 26th of October.
We have 3 for sure songs in the pipeline, and then farther down we have at least 3 more after that. That should be, obviously within a year, I'd say we'd be finished with all
Yep.
those.
Plus the new cover. So we got a lot of new music coming.
All right, you want to tell everybody where they can find your music and find all your information?
Yeah.
Yep.
Please go to Facebook. Just look up "Wake Me If We Land," or check out YouTube "Wake Me If We Land," or you could go to WMIWL.com, or the best place to get our music would be iTunes,
RedTube.
Amazon, YouTube. All the songs are free for streaming, and also
Or contact us too. Feel free to send us a
email
message.
Email us. We'll send you some tracks. We just want you to have the music.
Yeah, if you prefer the physical copy, just give us a call. We'll
Yep.
come deliver it.
Yep, we can do that for
Naked.
you. Or our shows, we sell the physical copy as well. Or if you go to Newbury Comics in any of the South Shore, Mass, or Rhode Island locations, you can get our CD.
All right, thanks, guys, for coming in. We
Thank you,
appreciate
man.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and we're going to get out of this with House of Cards and enjoy it. Make sure you get to a Wake Me If We Land show coming up, and they give you wine.
Yes.
Lots of it.
Boxed wine, only the best. Can I tell you where our next shows are?
Yeah.
We are playing the South Shore Music Hall in Quincy on October 25th, Friday. And that's going to be a Halloween party. And then on the 26th, the very next day, we'll be in Plymouth, Mass. For the Halloween 11 with Scarecrow Hill at the Beale House. So
Halloween? What is that, Matt? I've never heard of Halloween. Please tell me more.
It's a fun, awesome
Artie.
Halloween
That's
party.
Tyler.
Yeah. You can cut that out. Thanks for having us, man.
You don't like my little excited.